If you're looking for a party this Saturday. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. And for the Hawks, we've got Trae Young. Jalen Johnson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Dyson Daniels, and it's Doc in at the 5. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. And if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
Here's Barrett, following the score by Atlanta. The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by Doc. On the wing, Daniels, guarded by Barrett, and yep, it's good. Doc's got his second basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Barrett. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Young. Here's Doc. Pass to Daniels. Down low. Here's Doc. The shot, no good. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
And Allie, thank you for that. For Atlanta, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And one thing we've seen from R.J. Barrett, he likes playing in a system where they move the ball, Doris.
And he likes B.A. when that ball moves in his direction. R.J. Barrett is a thirsty scorer. He can go off the bounce. He's working really hard to shore up that perimeter game. He has got a tremendous future.
Barnes, no good.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Now here's quickly. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta. Here's Barrett. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
To the paint. Here's Doc. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Doc's got 6.
Coming into this.
Outside Dick. Pass to Pirtle. Quickly outside. Pirtle with a screen on Young. Quickly from outside. Counted from distance.
Quickly has incredible confidence and dangerously deep range, folks.
Outside Johnson. Here's Doc. Banked it in off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Quickly. Pirtle, the pass to Quickly. Yep, that one goes. And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. These guys are unreal. 27 straight victories, which ties the win total of that star-studded Miami Heat team back in 2013.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself, just settle in and watch these guys work.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
To the wing on the left. Here's Pirtle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Kennard, he's checked in for Toronto.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Barrett passes to Quickly. Out left to the wing. Here's Pirtle. Atlanta with a rebound. Doc's got 4 rebounds now. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Barrett finds Barnes. Launches it. And again, Toronto, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
They get it back. The kick out to Young. Here's Doc. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Some changes for Toronto. Abaji's checked in for Barrett, and it's Dick in for Quickly. Raptors trail by 9. Outside Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Dick. Here's Abaji. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Dick. Now Barnes. Shoots over Okongwu. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Wow, that was close. Scotty Barnes recognizing the situation with the shot clock.
Here's Doc. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Back to Dick. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
His vision is excellent for his center. You see it in the assist from Pirtle. He has got such great awareness of his teammates' movements.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And it's the Raptors with the ball, following the score by Atlanta. Back to Kennard. Picked by Pirtle. 3-pointer. And Kennard with the 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Hawks lead by 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find them.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Back to Barnes. The 3 is up. Kept alive. Pirtle. It's deflected. Outside Bogdanovich. To the inside. Here's Doc. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And so it's Atlanta ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Then it's Jalen Johnson. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Doc in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Mobo. Dick with it. Bogdanovich on him. Dick with a miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Bogdanovich with it. Here's Doc. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Doc's got 4 points this quarter.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Boucher outside. Back to Dick. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Doc's got 33.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Boucher passes to Dick. Back to Boucher. From downtown, it's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got rebound number 8 now. With the 10-footer, the shot comes out. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Abaji. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. These are his first free throws of the game. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Kennard outside. That's tipped. Out to the right wing. Pass to Walter. Now here's Kennard. There's the 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And Atlanta making a change here. Nance is checked in. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter. And it's getting them to the free throw line.
To the middle. Here's Doc. Rebound Toronto.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Boucher outside. Pass to Abaji. Outside Barrett. The 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Doc's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Inside. And he comes up with a bucket. Doc's got 37.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That one goes in. And the Hawks lead by 13.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barrett. Fades away. It's hauled in by Doc. The Hawks lead by 13. Down low. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Doc's got 39.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Curry against Kennard. Pass to Barrett. Picked by Pirtle. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Doc's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the paint. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Barrett can't hit.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Doc gets the bucket. Doc's got 43 points.
What a clever pass by Seth Curry. Watches closely for those developing opportunities.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Ricochet, he's checked in for Hunter. Toronto making a switch here. All right, with this brief pause, let's take a look at the league's best passing teams. The Hawks, number 1.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Doc, in their last time out against the Raptors, got the job done. He picked up 66 points, and they can count on him to protect the rim. He was an enforcer in that one. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Nance. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Daniels. And it's Trae Young in for Curry. Outside Dick, pass to Barnes. Outside Barrett. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Barrett's got his second bucket on the night.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
Doc, no good. Raptors trail by 17. Barrett passes to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Doc gets the bucket. Doc's got 49 in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The 3, Barrett. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this league. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. When players look ahead, how much are they circling particular games on the calendar?
Well, I don't think this generation of players still use paper calendars, Ernie.
Showing your age there.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Raptors. Thanks for tuning in.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Dick, and it's Barrett in at the 3. Dick, the pass to Quickly. Barnes a screen, puts up a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Doc. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Again! What an avalanche! 51.
Making it look easy.
Raptors trail by 19. Outside Barnes. Quickly outside. Back to Barnes. Over Johnson. He can't hit that time.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the inside, Doc. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Doc's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Quickly passes to Dick. Outside Barnes. To the paint. Hurdle in the post. Here's Dick. Drills it from deep. Dick's got 5 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Doc gets the bucket.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Hurdle with a screen on Young. Quickly against Young. Now here's Quickly. Defense right on him. Here's Dick. From outside, off the mark.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. Inside, here's Pirtle. Got a hand on it. Down low. Got it. Good job in the low post. Doc's got 59 points.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Outside Barnes. It's Barrett on the wing. The shot. And again, Toronto, no good. The Hawks have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Here's Doc. Good. He hits again.
It's hard to even fathom, but he's coming up on the all-time mark for a 60-point game.
It's stunning what he's achieved. A one-man offensive powerhouse. And Toronto calls time here. Atlanta making some changes here. Nance, he's checked in for Johnson, and it's Curry in for Trae Young. Quickly outside. Pass to Dick. Outside Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Nance. Here's Barnes. No good again that time. The Hawks have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Manuel Quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Toronto's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Dick. Got a piece of it. Outside Hunter. And Nance with the slam.
Well, that's the nose for the basketball. Larry Nance, my goodness, what hops on that young guy.
Outside Barnes. On the wing, Grady Dick. Outside Barrett. On target from range. Barrett's gotten his third basket of the night.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called.
Toronto shooting 35% so far in this one. They've got Onyeka Okongwu. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. And it's Matthews in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 23. Here's Young. Here's Doc. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Doc's got 16 in the second half.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone. I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Mobo. And here's Boucher. 4-3, and the three-pointer goes. Boucher's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Doc. And yes, another basket.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set in 1961.
Hawks on D. Pass to Walter. 6 to shoot. Here's Abaji. Off target from outside. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Another bucket! Wow! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Pass to Kennard. Okongwu with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Johnson passes to Doc.
Using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Pass to Matthews. Here's Doc. Crafty move. Deflected. Kennard passes to Abaji. Back to Kennard. Here's Abaji. Drops in the layup for 2.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
Pass to Doc. Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Walter. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Doc. Outside Johnson. Here's Doc. Nails the baby hook.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Boucher finds Kennard. There's the triple. No good on the shot.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Doc. Here's the second effort. Hits yet again. Wow!
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
Yeah, there are only 2 other names on the top 5 list, Jordan and Chamberlain. To say he's joining NBA royalty is putting it lightly.
And you look at the development forward doors.
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Good game, MP.
Fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint.
other games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And it's all happening in a minute. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K. Well, Clark, it may not be for everyone, but we have a great defensive matchup this evening in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is for me, Kevin. I mean, I like to see defense take center stage sometimes. I love when teams get after it and make it hard for each other to score. And if you're a basketball purist, this is must-watch TV.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Doc in at the center position. Randall with the bucket.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Here's Doc. Gobert with the defensive effort. And here are the Timberwolves. Randall outside. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Pass to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Got it. Good job in the low post.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Johnson outside. Hawks passing it around. Good. He hits again.
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season.
And guys, don't look now, but Michael Jordan's scoring mark from 1987 is in his sights.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Here's Edwards. Rebound, Atlanta. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key, bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
Here's McDaniels after the basket by Atlanta. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Doc gets it to go. 6 points for Doc.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Here's Edwards. A rebound by Johnson. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Doc can't get it to go. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but...
And, yep, another basket.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into 3rd place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for 3rd most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his earnest get passed on any list.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Doc in the last outing against Toronto got the job done. He had an impressive number of points, and as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked the... It's like that makes you hungry for more. We'll be looking to follow that up tonight, guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards 1st overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
Here's Doc. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Gobert down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Randall outside. There's the 3. Randall can't get that one to fall. The Hawks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Good on the shot.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Hawks passing it around. It's stolen by Randall. Here's DiVincenzo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
DiVincenzo smartly getting into the defense there, drawing a foul inside while taking the shot. It's a smart offensive play by DiVincenzo.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Hawks trail by 3. Doc, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power. Oh, my goodness. Come on now. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Edwards, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Here's Doc. The rebound by Edwards.
Well, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And it's blocked. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll get it going after this from the top. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Rizashea. DeAndre Hunter out there with Doc. And it's Young in at the point guard.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Edwards passes to Landale. Nails the baby hook. Landale's got his first 2 points of the night.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Here's Doc. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Hunter on the wing to the middle. Here's Doc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, when you only see a team twice a year, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. Oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
The Timberwolves trail. Edwards slashing in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Edwards got 8 points.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
Here's Doc, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. Misses in close. Atlanta shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping to draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Doc. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Edwards, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Doc. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu comes in for Hunter, and it's Johnson in for Bogdanovich. Pass to McDaniels. The 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Doc. Kicks it out to Johnson. Young for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. DiVincenzo.
I don't think the defense was ready for DiVincenzo to get assertive like that. Dunking right on top of him there. Oops, upside your head.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the paint. And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Doc.
Well, he's been an absolute...
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 2. Going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Greetings.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there, stay.
And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
And that'll do it for half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Doc has been sensational.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. And not give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
McDaniel saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Count the basket. And it's 37 points for Doc.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Edwards can't hit. The Hawks trail by 3. Young pass to Doc. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doc's got 39.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Randall with a screen for McDaniel. Going inside.
That's a lot of size and length on the drive. McDaniel's forcing the defense into a tough spot.
First free throw of the game. That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Pass to Randall from past the arc.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And, you know, under the circumstances, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front. And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Now here's Edwards. Guarded closely. And finished off by Gobert.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
Down low. Here's Doc. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Randall outside. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 11. Now here's McDaniel. Clock at 4. Randall. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Edwards got 10 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Randall is doubled. Mr. Gobert. And here is DiVincenzo. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Young.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Minnesota making a switch. Alexander Walker's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Jalen Johnson. Hunter comes in for Reza Shea. And it's Matthews in for Dyson Daniel. Randall against Okongwu. It's blocked. Now, here is Young. D right on him. Knock the pass to Young. To the inside. And got it! Another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. It's Edwards on the wing. .153 left in the third. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as...
The Hawks leading by 5. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Doc, DeAndre Hunter out there with Jalen Johnson. Then there's Reza Shea, and it's Daniels in at the point. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Inside, here's Doc. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Doc's got 54 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Edwards can't hit.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pass to Daniels. Down low. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Dillingham, no good. Atlanta leading by 7. Out to the right wing. To the middle. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota.
Second personal foul.
And the free throw, no good.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
They get it again. Doc, no good with the layup. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Doc can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good on the triple.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Daniels passes to Doc. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
I tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. And again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Over in the corner, Edward. Another miss by Minnesota. And for the Hawks, they're shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Minnesota with the rebound. Langdale's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Connects from 3-point range. DiVincenzo's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Timberwolves. Pass to Doc. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thanks, David. The Hawks leading by 4. Now, Reza Shea. Here's Doc. The shot misses. Gobert with the defensive effort. Left side, Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. It's up a 3. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
and he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
Here is Daniels. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Julius Randle picks one up.
And they got to bring the double team on.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reese's share. That free throw good from Doc.
And there's the ice cream with the apple pie, folks. Excellent trip up the floor to stretch this lead out.
Edwards kicks to Randle. Edwards can't hit. The Hawks leading by 5. To the inside. It's tipped. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. .12 left in the fourth quarter. Shakes him. Yet another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Here's Edwards. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Hawks shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Doc can't get it to go.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And the Hawks with possession. 7-point differential. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And he gets it back. No one near Randle as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Anthony Edwards, first personal foul, fourth team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. Can't make the second free throw either. Listen both.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
It's deflected, and he commits the intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards, second personal foul, 15 foul.
So the first one, 7-point lead.
2 shots. Johnson.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 8. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
That was really a high-risk pass there. Perhaps he'll think twice about attempting that kind of pass again.
5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From downtown, off target with that shot. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you.
can't stop you.
Good game, MP.
Cavs always come to play, especially at home. Lock in, MP.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo with fans gathering and streaming into the building. And a happy Thursday evening to you folk. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Doc in at center. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Doc gets the bucket. Grant, it's hard not to dwell on the fact that MP has moved past Jordan's total. The 86-87 season, he had 3,041 points. That was MJ's highest scoring season ever.
As much of a killer instinct as Jordan had, MP may be even more driven. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to do maximum damage.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Doc. Check by Mitchell. Doc gets the bucket. Doc's got 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Mitchell. 17 points in his last outing. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the inside. Here's Doc. And he banks in the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Mobley outside. They need this. Here's Garland. Soft touch off the glass.
You see the body control that Garland has, takes on the defender, gets hit, adjusts, and finishes. It's just a work of art.
Now here's Young. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Okoro, left side. Here's Mitchell. Atlanta with a rebound. This is a team that simply refuses to lose. They've won 29 games in a row and want to keep this incredible streak going.
And we're looking at a team that has proven they can win against anyone in this league, even given a variety of factors. It's maybe going out on a stretch to say they've reached an all-time great status. But hey, there's an argument for it.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best. This is something that Mobley is still developing. It's nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. It's 2-on-1 for the finish. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Strus with the bucket.
A big man that dishes, something Mobley does very well.
To the paint. Oh, deflected and stolen by Mobley. Down low. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at Cleveland. They've stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
Well, I think for Atlanta, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Here's Garland, following the score by Atlanta. Mitchell finds Garland. No good on the three. And here's Young. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Doc. The second effort, and it's good on the layup.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Garland. The rebound by Atlanta. Doc's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson on the wing. Inside, here's Doc. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on.
And Cleveland making a change here. Niang's checked in. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Daniels. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Niang. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Down low. Here's Doc. Book it. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Cavaliers trail by 3. RJ, the Cavs, breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
And he makes it.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happens. They just picked the worst time to do it.
Basket's good. Doc's got 23 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Garland, pass to Mobley. Tries to keep it alive. Back to Garland for 3. It's hauled in by Doc. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. And he slams it in one-handed.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Mitchell, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Young against Garland. Pass to Mobley. No one near him. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight.
Finding and taking those opportunities. Mobley does a good job of not passing up that good mid-range shot.
Strus the pass to Garland. And here's Niang. From the arc. And Darius Garland, good for 3. Garland's got 5 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Ty Jerome is out there with Sam Merrill. Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Niang in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Doc, in their last time out against the Timberwolves, was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and they were not ready for him to block shots left and right. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Jerome. Back to Strus. This one for 3. Drains the triple. Strus has got his second basket of the night.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. To the paint. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Count the basket. And it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Jerome attacking. Hunter with the rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Daniels buries it from 3. And the Hawks lead by 12.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. They grab their own miss.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Doc passes to Daniels. Here's Doc. And the layup is good off the glass. Doc's got 35.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is #1 for me. When teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Hunter. Here's Niang. And another miss by Cleveland.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
To the middle. Here's Doc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Doc's got 37.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And the shot is good by Garland.
And that's why you have to stay attached to Garland. He's got a quick shot, and he will fire it with any amount of space.
From 6 feet away, and the Hawks tack on 2 more.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Shot clock at 5. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
It's stolen by Bogdanovic. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Here's Doc. 2 points. That one goes. Doc's got 43 points.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Outside Mitchell. Okoro on the wing. The 3. 3-ball. Donovan Mitchell.
That's cash. Mitchell is a volume three-point shooter for a reason now.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Okoro, no good. Atlanta leading by 14. Johnson passes to Doc. And there it is for him. Doc's got 45 points.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Cleveland has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Garland against Young. Outside Garland. From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And that one's good. Mitchell
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Atlanta shooting their second and third free throws tonight. He's off on the first. Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Risache comes in for Trae Young. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Mobley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Well done to force the action and get the ball. Mobley not sitting back.
And both free throws good for Mobley.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
He got it again! Sensational!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Now here's Garland. He's got 10. A deep 3. And he can't get that one. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Atlanta on top. They lead by 18. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Atlanta Hawks.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question.
Let's turn our attention. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Doc in at the 5. Garland for 3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
And right now, Garland has it stuck on automatic. This man, he's getting whatever shot he wants.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game. The way he wiggles in and out of the lane, it is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's Doc. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Doc's got 56 in the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Garland to the inside. Here's Allen. Rebound Atlanta. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip.
Already a stellar defender, Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
Got a piece of it. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Back to Young, inside. Here's Doc. And off the glass, that one's good. Doc's got 58.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. The Hawks, number 1.
It's been a great run for them, kind of shooting the basketball. You love when multiple guys get into a groove at the same time.
Back to Garland. Takes the 3. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
To the middle. Here's Doc. Oh, another one falls!
He roasts defenses on the regular. But this is something special.
A massive point total. And he's now tied for the most 60-point games in league history. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Been a scorer since entering into the league. Garland drawing lots of attention.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And Atlanta making a change here. Matthews checked in. Outside Garland. Shoots over Young. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. He's got 22.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's Mitchell, and another basket for Cleveland.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For three, Allen. It's hauled in by Doc.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Donovan Mitchell.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Hunter's checked in for Johnson. Allen with a screen on Young. Garland, the pass to Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists here tonight.
Allen has to be in the conversation for the best role man in the league right now. Look, he sets solid screens, and then he's an efficient finisher down low. He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
The three from Mitchell. Rebound Atlanta. Doc's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And another one. 71 points. In sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Garland scanning the floor. Outside for Mitchell. Rebounded by the Hawks.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
To the paint. Here's Doc. That one goes. Count it.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
It's stolen by Hunter. Pass to Young. It's stolen by Garland. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
Strus, he's checked in for Okoro. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in. Outside Strus. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Doc. Oh, connects again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Outside Garland. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Down low. Here's Doc. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Mobley outside. Shoots from 12. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
When you have a traditional big man like Allen, you expect those offensive boards. Second chance points are a must.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Doc.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Doc. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Mitchell with the ball, and it's Hunter picking him up.
We've seen Donovan Mitchell go off. He's gone for 70+ in a game. That is special.
Substitution on the court.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Mobley, a screen on Young. Garland for 3. Hits the trifecta. Garland's got 29 points.
Ooh, that's his third 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Allen a screen. Here's Garland. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
The quick thinking of Garland in the pick and roll. His decision-making is so impressive.
Roddy, the pass to Doc. Yet another bucket.
That score moving him clear into third, all time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished. Outside Garland. Takes it inside. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
For a big, Allen is so fluid, setting a pick and then gracefully rolling into position.
Here's Doc. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Here's Garland. The shot won't fall. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Doc gets the bucket.
Scoring this much while shooting this well. Insane.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Allen outside. Okoro outside. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And that one drops for him.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Mobley outside. Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Out to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. The three-pointer off the mark.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hawks.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Doc.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Another one goes! Incredible!
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for second all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, the defense throws everything at him, but he still scores. And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Matthews, he's checked in for the Hawks. Pass to Strus. Inside. Merrill outside. Thompson with a screen. Here's Tyson. Off target with the 3. Outside Hunter. Here's Doc. Lays it up and banks it in.
stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Strus knocks down the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Jerome. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Can't believe MP has more 60-point games in a season than anyone.